Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome back to this episode of Buffalo Fireside Chats. So much to talk about today, but first, hit that subscribe button. Yes, we are talking crypto. And while I'm not big into crypto, I did get in on the pre-sale of Shiblite last year because I was attracted to the charity that drove the project, and I wanted to get in on a project from the moment it launched. Here with me today is CJ from the Shiblite team. CJ, welcome back to the BFC. You were my first interview back in March. It's been a long time. And it's great to have you here again for round two, man.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you, Arock, for having me on Buffalo Fireside Chats. I had fun the first time and a pleasure to be here the second time. And congrats on all the growth of your channel, man. Pretty impressive.
Thanks. And you know what? That first interview was a great way to kick off this show. So I know you have a ton to share with your holders. But first, how the hell are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. We're in a bear cycle right now in the crypto market, but remain optimistic and keep building for that next bull run.
All right, so let's get into Shiblite. You have a lot to share with us. How old is Shiblite at the moment, and what are the upcoming plans for next year?
Awesome. Yeah. So Shibalite project is about a year and a month old, year and 1 month. That's about how old we are right now. And as far as our plans for next year, we have quite a bit in store for next year. So as we're going to go over later on, we're getting on Bitmart this year. Next year, we are going to get on hopefully XT. That's what we're looking at, and possibly IndoX. So it's a mix between those. And we are going to launch our utilities, two of our utilities, which is Shiblite NFT and Light Runner, which is an NFT marketplace and a play to earn game next year. We were going to launch the Wallite, but after discussion and issues with storing user funds, we're going to create a Light Swap instead. So it's going to be where we can transfer from Shiblite ETH to Shiblite BSC and vice versa. And we'll go over that later about Shiblite ETH, the Shiblite ETH launch. So that's pretty much what we have in store for next year.
Awesome. How many exchanges total is Shibalite on, and is it getting any further ones?
Yeah, so we are currently on CoinTiger, P2B. We are getting on AZBit, getting on Bitmart, and I know I'm forgetting some.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we will be getting on Coin. We're currently on Coinsbit, but it's not tracked by CMC yet. We got to eat a zero before we can get tracked on CMC by Coinsbit. We are also on, I think there's one more, CoinStore. Yeah, we're still on CoinStore. And I think, yeah, LBank, we got that one. Yeah, those are all the exchanges. And then for next year, we're either going to get on IndoX or XT next year.
Wow. Congratulations on the growth for that. That's awesome. I mean, much more different than when we first talked. All right, and I got to ask you this: what's the play to earn game for Shibalite like? Tell us a little bit about that. I'm pretty excited about that. I did see the demo that you put out there. So
yeah, so the play to earn game, it's more of a measure to distribute to people that possibly might not even have too many funds to invest in Shibalite. So it'll spread our token maybe in Africa and more of like the third world countries, India, Pakistan. So it's a measure for people to get free tokens, earn free tokens, and generate some hype to the project. So it's pretty cool that we're, one, generating utility, two, giving tokens to our community for playing the game. And a little bit about that play to earn game, how it's going to work is it's just like a running game, your typical mobile running game. You're going to jump over ships, dodge holes, you shift left to right, and then you can jump as far as the controls go. You can control all the sound effects. There's a little action soundtrack that goes along with the game. So it's pretty fun. Our developers right now is testing the final bugs. The game is completely done. We're working on the contract right now, all the Shibalite developers that we currently have on staff. So that's currently what's going on with the game. It's very addicting, very, very addicting mobile game. So I'm very excited to see what that does when we release it to the market and we advertise it.
So you're saying my kids are going to love it?
Yes, they will. They won't be able. Well, the only thing with that is it's going to be an 18 and over game. They could still play it. They would just earn the tokens on your account.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Finally, I can have them game something that's gonna bring something back.
There you go.
That's how they're gonna contribute to the household now. Hey, kids, did you play the pay to earn game? All right, I gave you allowance.
There you go.
Get on that game now. So you went a little bit into the rewards for that game. Could you go a little bit more in depth with that? And is there going to be a fee for that game? Is it going to be like a normal app fee, something like that?
Okay, so the game is completely free. That's our Shibalite dev of thanking all of our holders. So we don't believe that in a decentralized project that we should charge anything. So it's completely free. The only thing that you pay is the gas fee whenever you withdraw. So you will have to pay it in Binance Smart Chain. For our BSC side of Shibalite, when we do launch our Ethereum side of Shibalite next year, you'll have to pay Ethereum for the gas fee. So it just depends which side of Shibalite next year. But as far as the initial launch, it'll be launched on BSC Shibalite. So you have to pay the gas fee in Shibalite. And as far as the earning goes, it's 1-to-1. So whatever you collect in the game is 1-to-1 is how many tokens you get. And it's not like other play to earn games where they give you a time limit and they stop gameplay. You can have unlimited gameplay as many times throughout the day. So earn as many tokens as you want.
That is absolutely awesome. I will update everybody when that game does come out. I'm going to put the links to everything in that updated video as well. So, and how is that game going to impact the project and the holders directly? You just talked a little bit about that. And so no fee for the game, just the gas fees. That's it.
Yes, correct. So with the game, what we're looking to accomplish is to maximize the amount of holders that we have and gain more exposure. So that'll increase our exposure. And as far as increasing our exposure here in the United States, I believe Bitmart will help tremendously with that. It is a US based exchange, and it's actually the first one for Shibalite, which is really exciting. So that's more how we're going to get in the US market, and the play to earn game maybe overseas and other countries will get more holders for Shibalite, which we want to do as well.
That's awesome. All right, let's talk a little bit about staking. Can you explain the staking process? Will it work only with NFTs, or is there any other way to stake our Shibalite?
Yeah, so as far as NFTs go, we've released a line on Tofu NFT, and we donated the proceeds of that to Save the Children already. Half of everything that we made off the NFTs, we donated. So we already donated that. And as far as the NFTs go, they can be purchased on Tofu NFT, and then you could use those and stake them on Shiblite NFT, which is our NFT marketplace. That's not going to happen on initial launch. On initial launch, you'll be able to buy NFTs just with Shibalite on Shiblite NFT, the platform. Phase 2 of that, after it's been released, maybe like 3 to 4 months, we'll be able to stake those NFTs launched on Tofu NFT. And also another way you're going to be able to stake is through LightSwap, which is going to have staking and cross-chain transactions, which will be on the new Shibalite website. It'll be shiblite.info. And so on shiblite.info, you'll be able to access the LightSwap D app, and you'll be able to stake Shibalite and also swap between the BSC Shibalite and the Ethereum version of Shibalite.
That's great.
Yeah,
and I got to say, that's one thing that attracted me to this project was the use of charity in it. So I know we donate here on the Buffalo Fireside Chats. We donate every 100 subs to a charity. We donate $100. And I got to say, hey, we just hit 800. So another donation is coming up. So I'm going to put a vote out on Twitter. All right. So what will the APYs look like for stakings overall?
Yeah, so that the staking is going to vary. And the APY is going to be anywhere from like 3% to 30%. So the APY is going to vary. And it's just going to vary based on how many people are going to be part of the liquidity pool.
Awesome. All right. Can you go in depth and talk about the plan for the NFT market?
Yeah, so the plans for the NFT marketplace, which is shiblitenft.com, that's what we're going to release it under. The plan for that marketplace is on initial launch. We're going to have profiles. We're going to have newly released NFTs, and then an Explorer section where you can search all the NFT projects. And the profiles are basically where you can put your actual NFT projects. So like, let's say Board Got Ape Club, they would make that their profile and verify their profile, and then they would have that account. So when somebody typed in Bored Apes, it would show their profile with all the NFTs a part of that specific NFT collection. So that's how it's going to work on initial launch. That's phase one. You'll be able to buy NFTs with Shiblite. Phase two, what that's going to bring is we're going to have a marketed section for NFT creators, where we'll donate the proceeds from that. And basically what will happen is they'll get on and it'll be we'll call it like the advertised section, or marketed projects, NFT projects, and they'll pay for that section, and then we'll be able to use that money to donate. And then also we'll release BSC NFTs. So you'll be able to pay for NFTs, not only in Shiblite, but also Binance Smart Chain as well. And so that's phase two. And then finally, the phase three will bring Ethereum-based NFTs that you'll pay with the Ethereum-based Shibalite, and also to pay for NFTs with Ethereum. So it's going to be a 3-phase system. And yeah, we look forward to completing phase one, hopefully by the end of January for phase one on that.
And I do want to ask about ETH in a second, but what is going to be the direct, going back to the NFT thing though, what's going to be the direct benefit for buying and holding NFTs through this platform? Is there going to be any direct benefit to Shiblite coin holders? Or is this something that's totally separate?
Yeah, so basically the NFT marketplace is going to be ran on the native token, Shiblite. So let's say there's an expensive NFT. Hypothetically, it's $1,000 NFT. Somebody's going to have to go on the open market, buy $1,000 worth of Shibalite, hopefully driving the price up with a utility. Like I said, no financial advice here, but hopefully that'll drive the price up, which everybody wants.
Yeah.
That's the thought when we market this, is that, hey, somebody really wants that NFT and it's only on the Shiblite NFT. They're going to have to go buy on the open market $1,000 worth of Shiblite, driving the price up. That's one. And then also people who buy the NFTs off of Tofu NFT can stake that and earn free Shiblite, which is, cryptocurrency. So you're earning free crypto on top of that.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm really excited for you. Let's talk a little bit about marketing. What kind of new marketing can we expect from the project?
Yeah, so what we're going to get into more of next year, and we don't want to advertise a whole bunch during a bear cycle. Maybe towards the middle of next year, as all of our utilities are coming out and getting through like second and third phases, what we're going to do is we're actually going to launch a commercial campaign on Hulu. That's one. And then also advertise with Twitter influencers, YouTube influencers. So we're going to have a whole advertising campaign with an actual marketing team. So it's going to be pretty amazing, but we're not going to throw a lot of marketing dollars right now at the current time when we're still developing our utilities. We want to make sure that those are complete. We actually have something to market versus a whole bunch of incomplete things. So once our utilities for Shibalite, which is Shiblite NFT, we got Light Runner, the play to earn game, and then we also have Light Swap, which will be cross-chain transactions in the Shiblite staking. So once all these utilities come out, we're going to really push a lot of commercials and do Google advertising too, and do SEO for the new Shiblite website.
This is really remarkable, and this goes beyond just creating a coin. And a lot of people that I know that you have these junk tokens that came out, they really are meaningless. And you guys are really trying to put substantial value to Shiblite. And that is really remarkable. And watching the whole journey from that whole first process of that pre-sale and having that interview with you in March, I could just see you've come a long way. The project has come a long way. Your team, we were talking on the phone a little bit earlier in our pre-interview. Your team has grown. So talk a little bit about your team and what you guys, how the camaraderie has been with you guys.
Yeah, so basically going over the team, we definitely had some staffing changes. We just wanted people that are 100% Shibalite. So I think we have about 10 to 12 moderators. Before, we only had like 1 or 2 moderators for the chat, and they do various things like shilling on Twitter. Also, we have a Discord manager now. We also have a crypto marketing firm that we work with now. We only had 2 developers working on Shibalite at initial launch, which delayed the development. And honestly, that's why a lot of the development was delayed. But now we have 12 developers working for us, and we're able to pump out these decentralized applications a lot faster now, which has been really remarkable and bring a lot of motivation. And then we also have DeFi God. He's been a part of the project. He's pretty much been a co-founder the whole time. He just wasn't officially a part of the team. So, but he's now the project manager of the team, and it's just ever since he came on board, and it's just been light work, man. This guy's been very disciplined, keeping our moderators in check, making sure that we grow the project, holding everybody accountable. So can't thank him enough for being a part of the project and bringing a lot of life to Shibalite.
Absolutely remarkable. I am very excited to see where this goes. Anything else that you want to add to potential Shibalite holders and NFT purchasers in the future?
Yeah, so basically I just wanted them to know that we are going to be launching, hopefully next year, we're going to be launching our Ethereum version of Shibalite. It'll be launched on Ethereum. So we're also going to work with our exchange partners right now to get it implemented. And then that will be cross-integrated to all of our utilities when we launch the Ethereum. And we'll have another pre-sale as well. We'll go more in depth the closer we get to that. So yeah, be on the lookout for the Shiblite Ethereum launch next year. And part of the reason we're launching that Ethereum is so we can get onto bigger tier 1 United States based exchanges. Like our goal is to get on to crypto.com and Gate.io. So, we're not going to stop until we get on those exchanges. And even when we do, we're going to still push for more exchanges.
Yeah. And you guys, you told me a little bit about the audit process. Talk a little bit about the tediousness of that. Like, that is crazy. When you apply for these things, they really they rip everything to shreds, don't they? They get right into it. How hard is that process?
Yeah, so I'll basically go over the exchanges that we're currently on are mainly based in Europe and mainly just based in Europe right now, the exchanges that we're currently on, and also Asia. So there's not really as much crypto regulation in those countries. So it's a lot easier, the auditing process, to get it listed on these exchanges. So right now we're getting on Bitmart, which is a United States based exchange. And as you know, the United States is very regulated. So it's been, I think we've been audited twice by Bitmart to get on the exchange, and we failed both audits. Now we're on our third audit, and we're just waiting on some paperwork, and we're 100% getting on Bitmart now. It was kind of a scary process effort, but no, wow. It's all for good measure, especially with everything going on with FTX. I give Bitmart the kudos for quite the auditing process of how rigorous it is for projects getting onto their platform. So give them kudos. But it's been very tedious on my part, and DeFi God's part as well. We've been working really hard, just getting all this paperwork done.
Man, I'll tell you, and I know, like, especially here in New York, we are extremely regulated. I remember just trying to buy Shiblite. You had to go through a billion loopholes. You had to create like billion accounts, and you had to transfer this, transfer that, transfer that. So it's like, all right, what the hell am I doing? I tried explaining it to my brother. Yeah, what's up, Justin? I tried explaining to him. He goes, I'm not doing all that. I go, it was a complicated process because you had to go through all the different channels just to get the damn tokens, and you had to create these like neutral accounts. It was tough. It was definitely tough to get it, but I'm glad I went through those loopholes, or not loopholes. I jumped through the hoops, I guess you could say, to get it. I was just kidding. That whole story was just fake, New York. I don't own any Shiblite here. Nothing to see here.
But if I do want to add to that, well, the one good thing that now that you say that is getting on Bitmart. It's a United States regulated exchange. In New York, you can go log in right onto Bitmart. You can buy with your debit card, USDT, and then you can buy Shiblite very easily now. So getting on this United States based exchange, you won't have to go through all these little loopholes, and as you said, and you'll be able to buy it directly on Bitmart, which is the United States regulated exchange, and you can access that right there in New York, no problem.
That's awesome, and I will be buying more.
Yeah,
especially now that that's going to be more accessible. I can't wait. Sir, thanks for coming on the show. I really hope to have you back again, and that we could keep everybody updated. And so thank you for coming on.
Hey, awesome. Thank you, Airrock. It's been a pleasure to be here. And Shibalite, thanks you, man.
Listen, if you guys haven't subscribed, come join the BFC community. I plan on doing a lot of interviews into the next year and learning a ton from people in the trenches of the OTC and crypto world. click on the Patreon below and start earning your BFC merch courtesy of Mrs. E-Rock. Yes, there are stickers, mugs, sweaters, shirts, all that stuff. So the more Patreon, maybe I could make this my second job and I could quit my other second job. That'd be great. So listen, if you got Twitter, click the link below. Follow me on Twitter. Listen, thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks again to CJ. Thanks for coming on. I hope to have you on soon. And remember, guys, there's more that binds us than breaks us. Peace.